I feel like you can just see how red I am. This is the first sunburn that I've gotten in 2 years. 2 years! And I feel like I look like a tomato. Anyways, hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. The sun is going in and out from behind the clouds and we are going to roll with it because I want to get this video shot for you guys. So today I'm going to be talking about exactly how I outline my YouTube videos and really plan them out. The behind the scenes process to get to what you guys see here on YouTube. So I do have another YouTube video on here talking about how I film and edit my YouTube videos, and in there I mentioned that I create an outline for my videos, but I didn't really dive into it, and I figured that it would be a great opportunity to shoot that video. Now, I do have a question for you guys before we get started with this video. Do you guys own a YouTube channel? Do you guys have a YouTube channel? Because you seem to be very, very interested in my YouTube related videos compared to my blogging related videos. So I want to know if you guys have a YouTube channel. If you do, please leave it in the comment section down below, or if you have a blog instead, please let me know in the comment section down below as well, because I want to make sure that I am creating the best content for you guys. Now, is the video too dark? It seems okay. Okay, we're gonna roll with it. So let's just go ahead and get into today's video. The YouTube video that we are going to be outlining today is actually a video idea that came from you guys. I got a comment here on one of my YouTube videos that said that you would like to see a video talking about how I promote my YouTube videos, my YouTube channel on Pinterest. And this was actually a video that I already had in my content calendar, but I'm moving it up since one of you guys recommended it. So if you guys ever have any video recommendations, make sure you leave them in the comment section down below, because I do take those very seriously. The first thing that I do when it comes to outlining any of my videos is to come up with the topic idea. And this stems back to the suggestions that you guys give me, my keyword research, and the ideas that I just have, what I have on my content calendar. So I do have a content calendar that I try to stick to. I try to map it out a month in advance. Now, I have to be honest, I have been very behind on my game, and my content calendar is not really mapped out right now. So it's been just about every week I've been trying to figure out what videos I'm going to shoot. I pull them from my ideas column within my content calendar, and I take the recommendations from you guys. So I will shoot another YouTube video here soon talking about how to come up with YouTube video ideas, because that is also so extremely important to make sure that your video is successful. You need to make sure that you have a high quality idea. But once I have the topic figured out, I'm going to write that at the very top of my planner. So I do use a journal / notebook to outline all of my YouTube videos, and I prefer to have a spiral notebook. I used to just have a notebook where you rip the sheets off right up top, like the Padfolio type of thing, but I didn't really like that. I was using a ton of paper and I was throwing a lot of paper away, where in this kind of format I can go back through and I can look at what videos I shot, what was included in all of the videos, and it makes it a little bit easier for me. So this is personal preference, but right at the top of a sheet I will write what the title is or what my idea is for that YouTube video. So for this YouTube video, it's going to be how to promote a YouTube video on Pinterest, and I'm going to come up with a more formal name for it during the editing process of the video. I do not come up with the official name at the very, very start. I just try to think of the main keywords that I'm going to include and what I'm really going to talk about as a whole, as a broad topic. Now, when I shoot my YouTube videos, this isn't a typical video for me, and I feel like every single time I sit down and I do a chit chat type of video, I tell you guys, this isn't typical for me. Don't worry, this isn't what I do all the time, but it's true. I like to jump around my house. I like to get different scenes, different shots to make sure that the video is as interesting as possible and that it keeps you guys engaged. And here's why. YouTube really takes into consideration how long people are watching your YouTube videos. So if you have a 12-minute long YouTube video, people are only watching it for 2 minutes, YouTube is going to think that you don't have a high quality video, that people aren't clearly watching it, so why would they recommend it to other people? Compared to if you take that 12-minute long video and people are watching it, let's say, to about 10 minutes, even though they're missing the last 2 minutes, that is going to be considered a better video in YouTube's eyes compared to if they only watched it for 2 minutes. So you want to make sure that you are keeping your audience engaged and involved all throughout your video, and that there are really no boring points. That's one of the reasons why I crop out, or I tend to crop out when I breathe, because guys, who wants to sit here and listen to me breathe? It is a boring break within the video, and you want to make your video as interesting as possible. So I do some things in the editing process to make sure that my videos are interesting. Like I do screen overlays where I will show you guys a screen capture of what I'm doing on my computer, or I will show you an example of another YouTube video that I am talking about. I also like to include different pop-ups that help to enhance or show you guys what exactly I am talking about, and I try to add sound effects and a variety of different things just to make it more interesting interesting. But when I am in the outlining stage of my YouTube video, I think about all of the shots and how they are going to be played out. So am I going to do a shot sitting here, or am I going to do a shot where I am holding my camera and I'm talking to you guys more in a vlog-like style? Am I going to be showing you exactly what I am writing on my notepad here, or am I going to be working on my computer? So all of those scenes I think out ahead of time, and I like to try to figure out, okay, how long is this scene going to go, so I know when to break it up and when to switch scenes. I really hope that makes sense. But once I am outlining my YouTube videos, I've got the topic already done, and then I have to think about what I want to include in that video. Now, when I first jot down all of my ideas, it tends to be a mess. I don't really think about what I'm going to include first, what I'm going to include in the middle, and then what I'm going to end with. I don't really think that through. So I will just jot down all of my ideas and what I want to include in the video. Now, in this video, I kind of have an idea of how I want to start it. So I'm going to start by talking about why Pinterest and talking about how it's a search engine and how it can drive traffic and how you can get more views. And I want to talk about all of that stuff at the very beginning to kind of set the scene as an introduction to the YouTube video. Then I'm going to move on to my strategy, and I'm just going to dump all of my ideas here because really I do not know what I want to include in my strategy section, and I'll figure that out at the end. And then I also want to take a look at my analytics and how this strategy has worked for me, how it looks on the Pinterest end of things as well as the YouTube end of things, and I'm not really sure where that's all going to fall into place. So once I have all of my ideas written down, I kind of know how I want to start it. I kind of know what's in the middle, but I don't really know the order. So I am going to number how I want this laid out on my piece of paper right here. Once I have it numbered, then I'm going to flip to a new sheet and I'm going to create more of a formal outline. At that point, I'm going to have my main bullet points. So what is going to be the main topic of conversation? So when I'm starting the video, I'm going to be talking about why Pinterest and why you can use Pinterest to drive traffic to your YouTube videos or get more views on your YouTube videos. That's going to be the main topic. But below that, I'm going to add the bullet points explaining exactly what I'm going to say, my main talking points under that main point. Does that make sense? That makes sense. So to show you guys what I mean, if you take a look at this My Strategy section, these are the main bullet points and the main things that I want to cover under this My Strategy section. So this will all be filmed within one main shot, but these are the main bullet points that I have to cover, and it's all broken down with my notes here of exactly what I am going to say and what I need to dive into. From there, I'm going to break it down by section and make sure that it is all laid out the way I want it laid out, including everything, basically everything that I'm going to say. I'm not going to lie, I come up with some of this on the spot and I just kind of talk to the camera, see what works, cut out what doesn't, and we roll with it. But once I have it all laid out in kind of the schedule, the order that I want it shot, I will go back through and I will decide where I want those scenes to be held. And I will be pretty specific and I will say, okay, we are going to start with this phrase and it's going to be shot here. Then we are going to move here. And sometimes I will say, okay, this is a standing shot, but we are going to, hold on, the lighting's changed. I don't know if the sun's gonna come back. Sometimes I will say, okay, we're gonna get a standing shot, but we are just going to switch the angle a little bit. So if you guys notice, let me grab my camera. Sometimes I shoot shots here straight on. Typically my tripod is actually set up. And then other times I will shift it a little bit so I'm more at an angle. Typically that's a bit more normal for me. So I will just say different angle, but still standing, just so the scene jumps a little bit and is a bit more interesting to watch. So before I even pull out my camera and get ready to shoot my YouTube video, I know exactly what I'm going to shoot that video on. I know the topic idea, I know the structure and the layout of the video, my main talking points, as well as where all of the clips are going to be shot, meaning locations around my house. Once the video is shot, then there is a bit more planning that goes on behind the scenes. So if you guys watched that other YouTube video talking about how I shoot and edit my YouTube videos, that talks about my whole editing process, which trust me, I'm not going to get into it in this video because it is a long editing process. But when I have my first draft of my video edited, meaning I have the script, my voice, what I'm going to say already laid out in that video. So all of the things that I want to chop are gone. I just know the main structure, the bare bones of the video. I will go back through and I will watch it and I will decide where I want those screen captures and where I want those screenshots or other scenes. So if I have to shoot other scenes of me working at my computer or me writing on my notepad, I will get those scenes at this point in time to make sure that they fit and that they flow smoothly within my YouTube video. But in my mind, this goes into the outlining stage because when I'm watching over the video, I will create a list of all of the additional shots that I need to get to make sure that that video is as awesome awesome as possible, really. So that is it for this YouTube video. I hope you guys liked it and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to my channel down below. I really do enjoy creating these videos that are a bit more chill, and I'm just sharing my strategies with you guys, my techniques, how I do things. So if you guys like these videos, make sure that you actually give them a thumbs up down below, because that lets me know what content you guys are interested in, as well as if you have a YouTube channel or a blog, please let me know in the comment section down below. But otherwise, I'm out of here. Bye guys.